Welcome back to Hashtag That. I'm Samantha Nunez.
And I'm Marjae Beasley. From Taylor Swift to the summer box office, we're back with the latest entertainment news updates.
All that and more from Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood,
we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Movie star George Clooney has stepped back from attending this year's Venice Film Festival. The 64-year-old actor began feeling unwell with a sinus infection last Wednesday and was advised to rest. Clooney, on that same day, was supposed to be in several press conferences for the upcoming film J. Kelly, which he stars in. The film is what Clooney considers as, quote, the most vulnerable work of his career, end quote. In an interview with Vanity Fair, Clooney said, quote, when you're an actor in my position, at my age, finding roles like this aren't common that often. If you can't make peace with aging, then you've got to get out of the business and just disappear, end quote. The festival began last Wednesday and will conclude on September 6th.
Rapper Lil Nas X's father, Robert Stafford, shares an update following his son's arrest after his mental breakdown. Stafford told the Sunday Times in an interview on Saturday that seeing his son brought him to tears. Stafford told his son, quote, what you're going through is normal. We all have breakdowns every now and then, but the difference is yours played out in the public eye, end quote. Lil Nas X has a message for the public, and that is, quote, tell everyone I'm sorry they saw me like that, end quote. The rapper was ordered by a Los Angeles judge to attend rehab meetings and was released from jail last Monday.
Calling all Arianators, just 16 months after Eternal Sunshine's debut, pop superstar Ariana Grande announced the Eternal Sunshine Tour last Thursday. Grande released a 24-second video on her social media accounts with the ending titled, quote, see you next year, end quote. This tour will mark the singer's 5th tour as well as the 4th arena tour. Since 2020, Grande began focusing on her acting career after being cast as Glinda in the musical fantasy film Wicked. Eternal Sunshine and its deluxe album were released during the beginning and after stages of the film's promotion. The Eternal Sunshine Tour will begin next year in June.
Summer is coming to a close, and with that comes a new season of Saturday Night Live. But there are many who will not be returning for the show's 51st season. Performers Michael Longfellow, Emil Wakim, and Devon Walker are among the few cast members who announced their departures from the show on social media. In a heartfelt post on Instagram, Longfellow writes, quote, it was the best 3 years of my life so far. I feel nothing but gratitude for the experience and everyone there, end quote. Heidi Gardner, the longest-running female member of the current cast, has yet to comment on her recently confirmed departure after 8 seasons on the show. The new season of Saturday Night Live returns on October 4th with the season premiere of its 51st season.
There's a lot going on around the globe right now. Here with What in the World is Shayna Barrett.
Thanks, guys. We have so much to cover internationally, so let's get into it. On August 30, British culinary star Gordon Ramsay revealed he underwent surgery for skin cancer. In a post on Instagram, Ramsay showed his stitches right under his ear. Ramsay was diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma, which was caused by overexposure to the sun. To add humor to this awful situation, Ramsay wrote with his post, quote, please don't forget your sunscreen this weekend, end quote. This is not the first time Ramsay has used humor to light up a traumatic event. In June 2024, Ramsay got into an awful bike accident and wrote on Instagram, quote, I'm doing okay and did not break any bones or suffer any major injuries, but I am a bit bruised up looking like a purple tomato, end quote. The Chinese movie Nunez 2 is the highest grossing animated film of all time and is the 5th highest film ever. The film has currently grossed over $2.2 billion worldwide, with $1 billion being from the US, making it the first non-Hollywood film to gross that much in the US. With the English dubbed version about to release in Canadian theaters, the film is expected to continue skyrocketing. The movie centers around Nunez, a demon baby on a quest to get his friend Ao Bing back his body, as they are both residing in Nunez currently. Nunez has been a beloved character in China since his first appearance in the 16th century book Investiture of the Gods. Nunez 2's success has given China's film industry much needed funding and is an insight into the increase of influence China's films have that may begin to rival Hollywood. 17th century painting that belonged to Jewish-Dutch art dealer Jacques Stokinger of Amsterdam that was stolen by the Nazis in World War II was seen hanging in a property listing in Argentina. The home is said to belong to the descendants of high-ranking Nazi official Friedrich Kaufmann, who fled to Switzerland before settling in Argentina after the fall of the Reich, bringing with him many stolen Jewish artworks and valuables. The painting was seen in a 3D walkthrough of the house by reporters from Algemeen Dagblad, the Dutch newspaper. These reporters have been following the story of Kaufmann and the Jewish valuables he stole. The painting was only on the listing for a day after reporters spotted it before it was promptly taken out of the post. Police raided the house, but the painting Portrait of a Woman by Giuseppe Vittorio Giuslandi was nowhere to be found. However, they did find other things like weapons and period reproductions that may aid in the search for this missing art. That's it for this week's What in the World. We will be back after this commercial break.
No, I'm not gambling.
Live from the piazza, it's Quinnipiac tonight!
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
It's been a big summer for movies, and there's a lot to cover. Here to go over the top hits at the box office is Frank Lloyd.
What's up, hashtag? I'm Frank, and welcome back. I hope you all had an amazing summer. It was a big one for summer movies this year. And so I felt like it'd be a great time to count down the top 5 biggest hits of the summer and talk about them. First up, it's Superman. And I am just going to come right out and say it. Superman is one of my favorite movies of the year. From David Cornsweet's amazing performance as the center character, Nicholas Hoult being an amazing Lex Luthor, and just the sheer accuracy to the source material. Every frame of this movie pays tribute to the DC Comics and who Superman is as a character. So yeah, I loved Superman. I saw it twice in theaters. I might go back for a third time before it leaves. It gets an easy 9 out of 10. But that said, my second film of the summer I want to talk about is one I actually ended up seeing 3 times. Yes, I mean it. I'm talking about Joseph Kosinski's latest film, F1. F1 just had this sheer excitement unlocked whenever I watched it. Getting to see these camera angles showing the POV of the drivers, all the way to Brad Pitt's character, Sonny Hayes, who just steals the show the entire time with just effortless charisma. I just think F1 is like the ultimate summer experience. It takes this very simple sports story, something you've seen in racing movies over and over again, of like collaboration and like passing the torch legacy, but it paints it on a huge canvas. F1 gets a absolute 5-star, 10 out of 10 rating. All right, next up, it's the other comic book movie that dominated the July box office. But yeah, I gotta say, Fantastic Four, it's fantastic. I'm not going to say it again, though. From the visuals to the casting to the absolute sheer imagination on display with this 60s themed world, Fantastic Four really did stand out in the recent MCU slate as being one of the most exciting and inventive films they have done yet. So yeah, Fantastic Four, I think it might rank among my favorite Marvel movies post-Endgame. I'm going to give Fantastic Four First Steps a solid 8 out of 10. Next up is the film that reminds us why we love going to the movies, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I am a Mission Impossible fanatic, so I was really excited to see how they were going to wrap it up, and I was not disappointed at all. I think it all came together for a heart-pounding, emotional, and absolutely high-stakes finale. Tom Cruise, he really just sends this franchise out on the biggest note possible with some of the most gargantuan, bombastic action set pieces I've ever seen in a film, period. And last but not least, it's Sony Animation's new film, K-Pop Demon Hunters. That said, this movie won me over really quickly. I think its characters are definitely the high point, and the chemistry they have with each other, as well as the bonds they have, it just really makes the movie feel as heartfelt and fun and chaotic as it is. So yeah, I just really found myself like surprised by K-Pop Demon Hunters, especially the action sequences, which, like Spider-Verse, are stylized so well. It feels like they're just really taking animation to new heights. So yeah, that's all the movies I wanted to talk about, everyone. I hope you had an amazing summer once again, and I can't wait to talk about more movies as the year goes on. Back to you.
I don't know about you, but I think we can use an update on the world of video games. Here with Plugged In is Anthony Aicardi.
Thanks guys, let's log on and see what's popping. After years of anticipation, Team Cherry's Hollow Knight Silksong will be released on September 4th. This sequel to the legendary Metroidvania Hollow Knight has been in development for the past 7 years. Announced back in 2019, fans have been desperate for any news, yet the developers have kept quiet, providing no new updates. But since the recent full announcement, co-director of the Team Cherry, Ari Gibson, has revealed that the development was quite smooth, saying, quote, "It was never stuck or anything, it was always progressing. It's just the case that we're a small team and games take a lot of time," end quote. Fortunately, players won't have to wait too much longer. Get ready, basketball fans. NBA 2K26 releases this Friday, September 5th. The newest entry into the lauded franchise offers new players, new modes, and improved gameplay. Although many features are returning, like My Team, My Career, and My NBA, fans have a lot new to look forward to. The new competitive mode will appeal to the high skill levels, and fans of the WNBA can look forward to finally playing stars like Paige Beckers and Angel Reese against NBA players like my GOAT, Bilal Coulibaly. The new Nintendo Switch 2 is flying off the shelves. As of August 1st, over 6 million units have been sold, with over 1.75 units sold in the United States alone. Unlike other consoles released recently, Nintendo's supply has remained consistent, with retailers able to restock shelves quickly and keep up with the high demand. Analysts say the strong launch is a result of Nintendo's improved production planning, as well as the excitement around several highly anticipated titles released alongside the console. Industry experts expect sales to continue climbing through the holiday season, with the Switch 2 potentially becoming Nintendo's fastest-selling system ever. That's it for this week's Plugged In. We'll be back to you guys after this commercial break.
Our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce. We all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Reporting from the Grove for Q30 News.
Reporting from the Miller Library for Q30 News.
Reporting from the Mount Carmel campus for Q30 News.
Reporting on Whitney Ave for Q30 News.
Love the hustle, Cliff. Who are you?
Your lungs.
We're quite proud of you.
Even though you quit smoking years ago, you may be at risk for lung cancer.
Okay. Well, with a routine screening, you can detect it early when it's more curable.
Sounds good, guys. Can I get a little space here?
Biologically, no.
Okay.
Listen to your lungs. Get a routine screening that could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
We're back with this week's Sound Exchange, and here to fill us in on all of the latest updates, joining us at the desk is Zach Stokinger.
Thanks, guys. It has been an eventful summer for music, packed with new releases. Summer 2025 was one to remember. So let's dive right into the couple that has been taking over the nation. Singer-songwriter, entrepreneur Taylor Swift and Kansas City's Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce has announced an engagement on Instagram on August 26th. As if the news didn't already break the internet, the couple captioned the post saying, quote, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married," end quote. Quote, coinciding with this announcement, Taylor Swift announced her 12th studio album, Life of a Showgirl, set to come out on October 3rd. Now, guys, the world has been enjoying the newly engaged couple and their story over the past 2 years. With the big news of these soon-to-be newlyweds, do you guys think that Taylor Swift's personal life will ultimately take away from the excitement for her new album, or will it boost it even more?
I don't know. I think that any time you put Taylor Swift's name with someone, it kind of takes away the spotlight of the other person. So I kind of do think that her marriage and the personal life will take over with this new album. I don't know. What do you think, Marjae?
I'd have to disagree. I think that Taylor's a very big name, and anything to do with her personal life will ultimately attract fans even more, so I think they'll be more inclined to listen to her music.
I have to disagree with you as well, Sam. I think that you put Taylor Swift on anything, I think it's just going to ultimately boost sales. She's a very loyal fan base, and I don't really seeing her being married to another famous person really slowing down her career at all. Next, Sabrina Carpenter's Short and Sweet tour has taken her all across the globe, from London to LA, and on this past Friday, she released her 7th album, Man's Best Friend. Coming off her hit album Short and Sweet in the summer of 24, Carpenter is aiming to continue her rapid rise in the music industry. Despite the recent success, Carpenter has been in the entertainment industry for almost 2 decades, kind of like Ariana Grande switching from a TV star to a pop star. Although she has played the long game for many years, she is now really gaining momentum, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. Guys, do we think that Sabrina has established herself as a giant of pop with this album?
Now, I don't think she established herself as a giant of pop with this album. I think with Short and Sweet, yes, I did listen to the new album, and personally, there's some songs I like, there's some songs I don't, but I do like what you said about the transition, especially with Ariana Grande, from a TV star to a pop icon. I think with her being on Disney Channel and also with her albums being on Hollywood Records, she didn't really have that creative freedom as to now. She's on a different record label, so she has that. What do you think, Marjae?
Yeah, I think with the Short and Sweet tour, it really put her on the map, and I think it led to a great build-up to this album. But I think it's really too early to tell whether or not this album in particular will shoot her up even further. I mean, I think we just have to wait and see.
It's certainly something we'll have to wait and see, but I still haven't gotten espresso out of my brain for the past year and a half. So, well, guys, that's all the time we have for Sound Exchange. I've heard there's some big news coming up about roller coasters.
That's right. The beloved Six Flags America has announced its closing after the 2025 season. And here to give us the inside scoop is Jose Sarango.
Hi, hashtag. This next piece of news comes not from the world of entertainment, but from amusement. My name is Jose Sarango, and you are watching Coaster Ketchup. After 51 years of thrilling guests, Six Flags America is officially closing its doors this year. Located in Woodmore, Maryland, the park has a long and storied history, beginning life as a wildlife center before eventually growing into an amusement park. In 1999, the park was bought out by Six Flags and became Six Flags America. However, over the course of the last 20 years, the park has experienced significant infrastructural challenges, and guest experience has steadily plummeted. As a result, as has the park's reputation. Nevertheless, for many in the Washington, D.C. and greater Maryland area, Six Flags America is the most accessible and closest theme park. Despite the impending closure, this year has been anything but smooth for the park. Notably, one of the headline attractions, Batwing, has had a very chaotic year. After spending much of the summer in maintenance, the ride reopened in late July, only to close again after the front of the train fell off, forcing an evacuation, something that's a little challenging since the ride has riders dangling under the track. Similarly, the park's biggest roller coaster, Superman the Ride, has undergone significant maintenance for much of the year. Together, this has meant that half of the park is closed ahead of schedule. Losing Six Flags America means losing a great deal of history. Some of the rides here are as old as the late 1910s, and for countless people in the area, this park has a special place in their hearts. This move comes after a recent merger between Six Flags and Cedar Fair, two of America's largest theme park chains. This is only the most recent of a series of cost-cutting measures taken at the parks, which have included closing the world's tallest roller coaster, Kingda Ka, at sister park, Six Flags Great Adventure. If you'd like to catch some thrills in Maryland before the gates close for good, make sure you visit Six Flags America before November 2nd, 2025. I've been Jose Sarango, and this is Coaster Catch Up. Back to you, hashtag.
Thanks, Jose. That package was a total roller coaster ride. We'll be back with our wild ride of a show in just 60 seconds.
Here at Sports Pause, we like to have balance between having fun and working hard. Sometimes that competition we cover gets into our producing.
Tune in every Monday night at 9:30 at q30tv.com/watch for all the news, highlights, and more. This is Sports Pause.
Gracie and Pedro might not get along so well.
They're standing on my tail.
But there's one thing they agree on. There's a right seat for everyone.
Oh, that's the good stuff.
Whether you're a dog,
Hold on, Pooch.
a cat, a fish, or a rat.
And I'm a ferret.
Be sure to travel safe.
How can you be so sure?
I'm absolutely positive.
On your next adventure, make sure your children are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
This week, Marjae and I are playing a game of Rerun Rewind with our host, Tyler Breen. Let's get started.
Well, guys, I know we had a lot of fun today. Sorry. Okay. What year was the first episode of SpongeBob released? A, 2003, B, 1999, or C, 2005?
B, 1999.
That is correct.
I'm a major SpongeBob fan, so yeah.
All right. Which song is the most featured song in the movie Cars? A, Songbird, B, Route 66, or C, Life is a Highway?
Life is a Highway, C.
That is correct. All right. When was the first season of Phineas and Ferb released? A, August 17th, 2007, B, July 21st, 2005, or C, today, September 1st, 2025?
A.
That is correct.
Okay.
All right. Who is the main character in Mean Girls? A, Amy Poehler, B, Tina Fey, or C, Lindsay Lohan?
Lindsay Lohan.
Correct. Who directed Killers of the Flower Moon, released in 2023? A. Peter Jackson, B. Martin Scorsese, or C. Andrew Stanton?
I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with B.
Correct.
Oh my god, I was just guessing.
And last question. Who is the main character in Sesame Street? A. Big Bird, B. Cookie Monster, or C. Elmo?
Elmo, C.
Correct. And for discussion, what would you say is your favorite childhood TV show or movie?
Okay, I already said this, but SpongeBob, just because like any episode like is just so meme worthy, and I know like so many quotes from that TV show. Maybe another show would be like the Upside Down show. That one was funny, just had two comedians, they were weird, but I don't know, it was just like two of my favorite childhood shows. What about you, Marjae?
I don't know, I was a massive Dora the Explorer girly, so like, you know, the original was really good.
What was your favorite TV show growing up?
Let's see. I got to go with Phineas and Ferb.
Why?
Because it followed the same premise every episode. You knew what was coming, but it did it in a way that just made it exciting to watch.
Okay, that's valid. Yeah.
I think Dora the Explorer was a valuable TV show because it really taught kids how to problem solve, and it was just really, you don't see that type of media nowadays. I feel like, you know, I like how kids are able to now look back on the shows that we used to love.
I don't know, SpongeBob is just like, SpongeBob and Patrick, like they're just doing like silly things, so I kind of like that Dora the Explorer is a valuable TV show, and I kind of like how like Phineas and Ferb, you kind of know what's expected. Even Candace, she's like a little bit crazy, trying to like bust her brothers all the time. But when it comes to the favorite episode, what would you say from Dora the Explorer and Phineas and Ferb? What would be your favorite episode from those?
I remember there was a pirate episode. Like, I feel like any episode that featured pirates, I was all over. I know that SpongeBob had a lot of pirates,
yeah.
You know? I know that it was a fan favorite, but frankly, I think my mother did not let me watch SpongeBob that often as a kid. So, like, I don't think I got the same experience as you did in that sense, but I can appreciate the value that it brings to entertainment today.
All right. So for Phineas and Ferb, this is a tough one. Because like I said, all the episodes are kind of the same thing, but there were some that kind of changed it up a bit. Like, there was one that parodied The Wizard of Oz that I really liked, or the Marvel and Star Wars crossovers. Those were always good ones. I gotta say my favorite if this counts, has to be the movie where they meet themselves from another universe. I always found that kind of exciting as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, I know we've had a lot of fun today, but that's all the time we have in this episode of Hashtag That.
Make sure to follow us on our social media accounts to stay up to date.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Marjae. From the producers, talent, and everyone working hard behind the scenes, thank you for watching Hashtag That, and we will see you again next week.